It's time for Down on the Corner with Dale Hoffman, North Arkansas's premier news talk program. Brought to you by Brood Awakening Coffee, with 3 locations to serve you. Baxter Regional Medical Center lobby, Highway 62 412 at Balmer Boulevard, and the Walmart East Plaza. And now, Down on the Corner.
Good morning, North Central Arkansas, Southern Missouri. It is Tuesday, October 16th, 2018. It is 7 a.m. Yes, sir.
Chilly morning.
It sure is.
It's a nice chilly morning.
Well, there goes the road crew out there.
Yeah, they got that whole road all dug up, don't they?
Yeah, you remember when the mayor was here, they said they're having to redo the angle to get into Pizza Inn right there off of Commerce, and so when they took it down, they have to re-level that road.
I think the big trucks and stuff have been having problems. You know, they got that little factory thing back there.
I gotta take a kid to school at 7:30. So
Good.
Osgood has made it to the house.
Come on in. Yeah, come on in. Come on. We're going to talk real quick with Doc Osgood right after we get the opening done. So, hey, we're enjoying Brood Awakening coffee. Did you get yours yet?
No, I didn't get any coffee this morning. I might actually today. Today's one of them days.
As you heard Jacqueline say in the introduction, 3 locations to serve you: Balmer Boulevard, BRMC Lobby, and 62 East Plaza. So,
there
can't
you
beat
go.
it.
Or
Best
come
coffee.
by here.
Or come by here.
Cup,
Yeah.
sit in and watch the show.
Yeah. We got chairs over here, chairs over there. And so it goes.
There you go.
There you go. Anyway, Brood Awakening Coffee, best coffee in town. 3 locations to serve you. Appreciate Mike and his gang for sponsoring the show. He's been with us how long? 4, 5, 6, 7 years now?
Yeah, a long time.
Yeah, down on the corner. Yeah. Anyway, Brood Awakening Coffee, best coffee in town. If you're not drinking Brood Awakening, just drinking muddy water. Roller Funeral Homes of Arkansas bring you morning prayer each and every day. With all our respect, Roller Funeral Homes across the state, when the need arises for the service for your loved one, be sure to choose Roller Funeral Homes. You know, we talk about it every day, you know, the professionalism that they display and how they bend over backwards. No matter what you desire for your loved one.
Even if it's outside their comfort level, they will do everything they can to honor the wishes. And they're great people over there.
They sure are. Roller Funeral Home brings morning prayer each and every day. Let's pause now for our morning prayer. Heavenly Father, seems like what you commanded is always under attack. We know the 10 Commandments, yet some laugh at them or say that's just old law. I've even heard some claim the Bible is just a bunch of myths. But let's compare our behavior now to, say, 70 to 75 years ago. Back then, men and women actually got married before having a child. Now it's getting more common having a child out of wedlock. Then the protest. You name it, we'll protest it. Now the abortion issue. We actually allow the killing of an unborn child. The left calls it women's rights. I believe every child conceived has the right to live. Lord, I pray you heal our country. It's my prayer today. Amen.
Amen.
Roller Funeral Homes of Arkansas bring morning prayer each and every day with all our respect. Roller Funeral Homes. What do you think, Doc?
well, it's getting colder.
Speaking of cold, weather brought to you by Greg's Farm Services. Greg's Farm Services on the farm, around the home, and in the community. Check out their store specials and announcements today. The Husqvarna Dealer Days sales event still going on. Pile up savings with blower rebates, chainsaw savings as well. And check out the available at our Mountain Home location Challenger 750 EPS or the 550. Your choice of free saw, rifle, or shotgun with purchase of a UTV. Check them both out at the Mountain Home and Gasville locations. Then they've got the Pet Mate Barn Homes, 4 sizes available, ranging from $34.99 to $65.99. The Traeger pellet grill, save on select grills, $50 to $150. Tax sale now through October 27th, 15% off, 10% off any Hummingbird feeder in stock. The garden cart for $49.99. Moultrie game cameras and feeders, 10% off. 5-port bird feeding station now $27.99. Great price there. The 50-foot garden hose, going to be needing that to clean all the mud and stuff off after all this rain. I've tracked in on the sidewalks and the garage floor and everything else. $17.99 for the garden hose there. Fiberglass red handle garden tools, $7.99 each. The 70-quart muck tub for $15.99. Greg's Farm Services on the farm, around the home, and in the community. They bring you the morning weather each and every day. This morning, 41. I can't remember that. 41.
I know it was 41 when I left the house.
We went from 92. I was in Nashville, Tennessee, Doc, on the 6th of October. Yeah, the 6th of October.
Yeah.
When I finished at the antique radio swap meet there, it was 10:30, 10:45 in the morning. I got there about 7:30. It was 92 degrees in downtown Nashville.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's usually the way it goes. It's like flip the switch and all of a sudden it's cold.
We've gone from 92 to 41, just like we did back in spring, you know.
Yeah.
We had a late winter. It ran through middle of April. It went from 19 to 90.
Yeah, we had snow one week and then 90 the next.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. It's crazy. Right now we're at 41 in Harrison and Mountain Home, 43 at Hardy, Mountain View at 45, 44 in Yellville, 45 at Marshall, 41 at Calico Rock along the river there, 36 in St. Louis, 42 at Poplar Bluff, 37 in Branson, 38 in West Plains. And now look at this. Look at this.
No, there's got to be something wrong with this.
Look at this. 45 degrees in Watford City. They are 4 degrees normal.
I'm
4
not
degrees ahead of
buying that.
40.
I'm not buying it.
I don't think he's buying it. 45 degrees in Watford City. Oh, my goodness. A lot of rain in Texas. They've got some flood watch boxes down there. You can see the national radar right here. Most of Texas getting a lot of rain. The heart of Texas getting a lot of rain. Some rain back as far as Arizona. And it kind of skips New Mexico there, but then runs over into Texas, Oklahoma, southern Arkansas, Louisiana, Mississippi. Well, let's see. Let's hit that bulk of the rain there. Central Texas Doppler radar. Just Waco, Tyler, Fort Worth, Dallas getting a lot of shower activity right now. Some flood watch boxes out there. In Arkansas, we're going to hit that Little Rock stop there, Scooter. Southern Arkansas, El Dorado, Texarkana, all the way over to Greenville, Mississippi, getting some showers. That's affecting I-30 towards Texarkana. And then southern Arkansas, El Dorado area on Highway 167 down there as well. Northern part of the state in pretty good shape. I-40 from Fort Smith, Little Rock to Memphis. You get some showers once you get into Tennessee across the river there. Maybe just a hint of a shower on Interstate 55. And let's say it'd be 55. That should be Highway 61 right here, I think. Old 61 run over here. And but the northern part of the state is rain-free right now. Fayetteville to Mountain Home, back to Batesville looks good. Over into Corning, Arkansas here. So Highway 62, 412 east-west is good shape. Highway 65 north-south Branson in good shape. 67, 167 Batesville, Poplar Bluff looks like it's all right as well. I-30 towards Texarkana. Highway 167 going south out of Little Rock going towards El Dorado, Arkansas. Clear. And let's see Missouri here. Not much going on in Missouri. Let's see St. Louis. I-70 Columbia, St. Louis in good shape. 70 east out of St. Louis, Vandalia, Effingham looks like it's clear. On I-44, Lebanon, Rolla going into St. Louis. 64 east St. Louis, Illinois out to Mount Vernon in good shape. And you see Interstate 55, Sykeston, Cape, Farmington area, all the way to St. Louis in pretty good shape there. No precip showing up on that highway. Southwest Missouri, Tulsa, Joplin, Springfield in good shape. On I-44, I-70 Kansas City, Columbia looks like it's all right as well. And so the forecast for today, mostly cloudy, a high of 55. Tonight, 42 degrees with clouds decreasing. Tomorrow, sunny with a high of 65. That's like 70 degrees minus 5 degrees equals 65. So we get some nice weather tomorrow. 65 degrees tomorrow. Wednesday night, low of 41, mostly clear. Thursday, a high of 59, mostly sunny. Thursday night, a 30% chance of showers with a low of 43. Then on Friday, the chance of showers increases, 60% chance of showers on Friday. It'll start raining about the time Yahoo over here gets the cameras out to film football, right?
There you go. That's about how it's going to go. I know how this works.
I think every Friday during football, you've had some chance of rain somewhere across the state. Whether you're Mountain View, Yellville, or Mountain Home. Friday night, mostly cloudy, low of 47, high of 64 on Saturday, and sunshiny skies. The drought monitor be updated on Thursday. Right now, Baxter, Fulton, Sharpstone, and Izzard have abnormally dry conditions, as well as the northwest part of the state in Washington, Benton, and Madison counties, Carroll counties, I'm sorry. In Missouri, they're greatly improved with most of the extreme drought gone. They're down to abnormally dry to a moderate drought, most of Missouri, with a little bit of severe drought right here in Boone County, Montague County, and Cooper. Or is that Cooper? Yeah, Cooper County, Missouri. Forestry Commission, no burn bans. All 75 counties are green. Wildfire danger should be low across the state right now. Still means we have to be careful. Right?
There you go.
All righty.
Well, you're flying right through this.
Wow, easy weather today. But it's going to be nice. You got some nice days coming up.
I like the chilly mornings.
Yeah, this 41 this morning, 42, it's just, that's pushing it for me. I like about
for crying out loud.
50, 51.
You're one of them that whine if it's not just perfect.
Yeah, I don't want to whine about it, but I'm not a cold weather fan. Now, you like it cold.
You're whining.
Oh, am I whining?
Yes, you are.
Hey, I didn't hear the trumpet.
Well, it's because you flew right through it.
We got to have the trumpet.
You started talking to the man off the camera.
You got to welcome Doc. I mean, There it is. Morning weather brought to you by Greg's Farm Services, on the farm, around the home, and in the community. Greg's Farm Services. And, of course, Community Calendar brought to you by Affordable Housing, 741-2883. Join the Ozark Mountain Fun, the Hillbilly Chili Cook-Off, Saturday, October 20th from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. The Bull Shoals White River State Park in Lakeview, Arkansas. Arts and crafts vendors, food vendors, chili tasting, games, bounce houses, much more. Going to be a lot of fun. Admission $3, and have a boat and car show there. Lively music, karaoke contest. A lot of fun. You going?
Yeah, I seem to go to that every year. I enjoy it. It's a lot of fun. A lot of people.
The Veterans Benefit Concert takes place October 27th at Minnie Harris Park in Harrison. Live music by Whistling Dixie. Barbecue by Jamie's Restaurant. Silent auction, bounce house. Vexus Boats will be there. A lot of fun. All proceeds will benefit the DAV Chapter 6 in Harrison, Arkansas. Kindness Incorporated's third annual Golden Gala is November 10th. This is their major fundraiser for the year. And what this does is raise funds to help Kindness provide transportation services to folks in need in Baxter and Marion counties. Gala sponsor for $2,500, gold sponsor $1,200, silver sponsor for $750, bronze for $250, while the table decoration sponsor is $150. Call Debbie Womack, 870-425-6475. And the last one I have, Soul Sneakers Basketball. Sign-ups are ongoing right now. 4-year-old through 8th grade, First Baptist Church Christian Life Center at Spring Park next to Cooper Park. $25 to play basketball, $35 per child for cheerleading. You can register online at firstbaptistmountainhome.com. Games start in January, about the third week in January. For more information, call 425-5421.
LC Salmon's Youth Center this Saturday, 6 to 9, will be doing their trunk or treat.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's always a big thing going on.
They do a good job.
A hayride, haunted trails this year. They've got costume contests, all these games and stuff. So this weekend from 6 to 9 p.m. at the LC Salmon's Youth Center, they're at Cooper Park. They're doing their trunk and treat.
All right. We got done early.
I'm telling you, you flew right through it.
Go take a quick break, visit a little bit with Doc Osgood, so stick around. Be right back.
If you want the best breakfast or lunch in the Twin Lakes area, then you've got to come to the Old Time Restaurant. Voted the best breakfast and lunch for 2011, the Old Time Restaurant not only gives you the Southern hospitality right when you walk in the door, they also offer scrumptious breakfast options to curb that early morning appetite. Or stop in later in the day for a tasty sandwich, salad, or a daily special. If a sweet tooth is your guilty pleasure, you can't go wrong with the Pie Lady cooking out over 30 different types of pies. That's the Old Time Restaurant located on the square in Mountain Home.
Do you know where your money goes when you give to charity? At the Salvation Army, 85 cents of every dollar stays to help those in need in our local community. Hi, I'm Captain Spaulding. The money we raise help people in the surrounding 5 counties, including Baxter, Marion, Sharp, Izzard, and Fulton. You can help by donating your unwanted items and by shopping at the Salvation Army store. Those in need get assistance with rent, utilities, sending kids to camp, and many other things. When it comes to this charity, the Salvation Army always helps those in our community.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
Hello, I'm Charles Ferguson. Here at Mountain View Chevrolet, we still do business the old-fashioned way with honesty and integrity. And we have a good inventory of new Chevy cars, trucks, and SUVs from large to small. Our service department has all GM certified technicians, and our friendly salespeople are ready and eager to fit a car truck to your needs in a price range you can afford. We also have a lot full of pre-owned cars and trucks, program and new car trade-ins to choose from. So come see us at Mountain View Chevrolet.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the mountain home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment. Their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
Take a step back in time when going to a barbershop meant more than just getting a haircut. Come into Legionnaire's Barbershop today, a unique gentleman barbershop. Get back in style from a former celebrity hairstylist and a licensed barber instructor who are trained in tonsorial arts and lock removal and happy to give you a straight razor shave. Legionnaire's Barbershop is veteran-owned and operated and located at 848 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. For a full, old-fashioned barbershop experience, stop by Legionnaire Barbershop today.
It's that time.
And we're back with Dr. Charles Osgood, Mountain Home Family Chiropractic, my chiropractor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And your knee is feeling really good.
Well, when did we do that? It goes back into July. I think you called me and said, hey, why don't you come down to the office here? And I think it was somewhere around the 23rd or 30th of July.
Yep. And you've had 3 treatments?
Well, we did that test treatment down there for 12 minutes at the office, and then you said, well, can we do it on the show? Well, yeah, so we came in
August.
On the show. And so I've basically had all of September in the aftermath of that, and I think you still have it on your website, yeah, to where people can see. But I have no knee pain. I'm serious. I have no knee pain, and I have been so used to knee pain.
And how was it before? It was where you would get up out of the chair and you'd have to support yourself to get up.
I mean it felt like my knees were. I mean, it didn't throb, and I still did what I needed to do, but the mobility to lift your leg off of the floor to put your socks on.
Yeah,
you're sitting on the edge of the bed or on the edge of the chair, maybe retie your shoe. And for the longest time, the knees would pop.
Yeah.
And I thought, ooh, that hurts. And sometimes it'd pop to the point of like this. Even when I worked out years ago, the therapist there, I was working on one of the machines, and the right knee was snap. She says, you're done with that. We don't want damage. And one of the advisors says, you may be facing surgery on that, especially on that right knee, in the next 5 years. Right. But, Doc, I kid you not.
No more popping.
It's like my knees went back 40 years.
Yeah.
I'm not joking. I mean, we don't rehearse this show. I'm just telling you how it is. But here's the kicker. Mentally, I'm having to retrain myself to walk straighter because I favored the pain, whether it was in the left knee or the right knee. Because the knee pain was hereditary.
Yeah.
My grandfather, my uncle, my dad, they all had knee problems, and my uncle had many, many knee surgeries and replacements.
Right.
And I'm trying to avoid that.
Right. Now, yours, I have had other folks, same thing, 2 or 3 visits. There are some folks, though, that take 6 or 8 visits. So not everybody is going to have the same effect, but you should have some really good effect from the laser if you have chronic pain. And
so what does it do? I mean, we had that, I don't even know if I have time to pull it up here.
Yeah, you can pull but there's a video of us using it on the show. You can watch it on my website.
Let me see if I can just grab a clip of it here after that commercial right there. Okay, there. I don't know if Scooter. Yeah, Scooter's got it right there. You can see I've got my torn jeans. I've ripped open the jeans here, but you can see that it was pain-free. And after this is the worst knee of the two.
Yeah.
And then I called you and said, Doc, that knee feels like it's 3 pounds lighter than the left knee. And so we came back the next time and did the other knee.
Yeah.
But I'm amazed at this treatment, what this thing did.
Yeah.
And I'm not making this up, folks. I mean, you know.
Yeah, and what it does is the effect it has is laser light penetrates into the tissues. And where the ligaments and the tendons and the things that connect the joint together are tight, too tight, where they are maybe have some scar tissue built up, it basically heats those tissues and reacts with the cells photochemically. And so what it does is it makes the cells regenerate faster. It makes them get rid of waste and toxins faster. So it expels, things like inflammation a whole lot faster.
And that may be what I'm feeling, the lack of the inflammation.
Yeah. So it takes down the inflammation and makes things function better. So it's just basically just to get things loosened up, break up scar tissue, and take down the inflammation. And that's the effect
I don't know if I can do it right now,
it.
but because this chair has rollers, but to try to just stand up without the help.
Yeah.
I've got no pain right there.
Right.
Where before I'd have to, brace on the chair
yourself.
and hold on to the counter because you can get past that grimacing part of the pain.
Right.
Now to say nothing doesn't hurt anymore is not true.
Right.
Because, you're out there in the yard walking the dog, or I'm cleaning something up, step in a hole and twist something. Sure,
you're going to still feel some things.
What I'm saying is over the last 5-6 years, I've had a lot of knee pain and the popping and all that stuff. But now I've noticed I'm having to retrain myself to walk straighter because I'm not favoring the pain,
right,
so to speak. So therefore, my back is not as bad as what it was.
Right, and it can have an effect on the lower back too, because when you're favoring, you're going to throw the lower back out of alignment pretty easily. So, the machine itself has been really pretty miraculous with the way it's helped people so far in the office. We've been really pleased with it, and it works on any joint in the body, and it works on any area that has chronic pain.
Yeah, Scooter's got back online there. We can see it there. Yeah.
And so you can, it's got FDA approved. It's the only laser therapy device out there that has actual FDA approval. They went through all of the hoops that they had to jump through, which means tons and tons of trials and double-blind studies and all kinds of stuff to actually make sure it works for people. But they have actual FDA approval for chronic low back pain and for plantar fasciitis pain, which is the pain in the foot, heel pain and all across the foot. So all of that stuff can be relieved, not only that, but everywhere where you have chronic pain pretty much in the body. So,
wow.
Yeah, it works extremely well. And
that day that we're seeing on the screen here, the only discomfort I have that I had during that procedure was I had to kind of stretch extra hard to get my coffee cup.
Yeah.
That was it.
There you go. Yeah.
Because it was kind of back behind my left shoulder there a little bit. I don't know if you can see it on the screen.
Right.
But I'm amazed, and I thought, well, is this another gimmick? No, it works.
It does. It
no
does
gimmick
work.
to it.
It does work, and that's just one more way that you can use technology to help someone feel better. So that's why we got it in the office.
I'm a believer.
It's a great...
I sound like the monkeys, but I'm a believer. Yeah.
It's a great extra therapy that we can use along with chiropractic adjusting to... if you use that along with the adjusting, you actually make the adjusting work a whole lot better too.
I think so, because I would see we're reducing the swelling, because I think that's what's absent here, making the knees feel lighter.
Yeah, swelling
is the absence of the swelling. There's times I'd go home and ice the knees down. And they even physical therapists say, well, you need to probably go ice those down for a while.
Right. So we'll have folks that get it done on their lower back, and their backs adjust a lot easier, and that you can get them under control a whole lot faster by using the laser therapy. So that's what we've been utilizing it for too.
Well, you know, over the years, both in TV and back in radio days, we've talked about tennis elbow and the golf swing and stuff like that. How would that be an advantage? So let's like the elbow pain.
I've used it on mine.
What do you think?
I have chronic elbow issues just because of what I'm doing this all day long, you know, and using my hands. So I've used it on mine, 6-8 treatments, and, you know, I'll have an issue if I stress it now and then, but for the most part, you know, no pain. So
what about carpal tunnel in that?
Same thing. You can use that, you know, on the wrist, on the hands, and you know, a lot of carpal tunnel has to do with these muscles up in here. And so we not only can use the laser here to decrease the inflammation in that carpal tunnel area, but then we can work on the muscles with a little bit of muscle work through there too.
Because I was told during therapy that all of these muscles here kind of converge and junction right about in this area.
Exactly.
Really.
And so that's where a lot of times carpal tunnel is actually misdiagnosed, where it's like an overcompensation, you know, injury where you're using these too much, and then you get a lot of built up knots in these muscles here. So we work those a lot of times when you have carpal tunnel problems, and it's called myofascial work, where we will pull the knots out of those muscles along with working on the wrist itself and adjusting those bones. So if you have a carpal tunnel problem, you want to use the laser, we use laser on that. We adjust the bones in the wrist and work with the muscles in the forearm. So several different things that we would do for that.
Scooter's involved in the football programs with young people and the wrestling program. How would that work in the event of an injury?
Well, actually, it works really well because a lot of actual surgery centers have bought these units to use post-surgery to speed the healing.
Good idea.
And that's what it does, is it basically reacts with the cells and speeds up the process and gets the cells to function faster and better. So yeah, speed of healing, and, you know, after an injury, if you use that, say, you know, you have a problem with a shoulder injury or something like that, use the laser and we adjust all these areas back here, which help control the shoulder. You know, you can get back on your feet a whole lot better, a whole lot faster, and maybe a lot less time off of work, or a lot less time off the field too. So it's a great machine. We've had really good success with it. Just about every part of the body we've used it with now. So
let's go. Can we throw that website up there one more time there, Scooter? I'll show people what to do here. This is Mountain Home Family Chiropractic. Go to mountainhomechiro.com. You can see the address and the phone number right up here. If you want to talk to Dr. Osgood, you can come up here to email us, and you see that personally right
goes
here.
right to my inbox.
But all we have to do here is scroll down, and the clip you just saw was the right hand, where you click right here, and it'll bring up the XL7 television logo there.
And then if you go back after you click that banner right there again.
This one?
Yeah, either one. Right down below that XL7 where it says click here to read more about the laser, that'll take you to the actual website of the laser.
Oh, yeah.
And it'll give you a little more info there, a little bit more about what it does. So.
Okay. But, yep, it works.
It does.
It does.
It does a great job.
I'm thrilled.
And we make it affordable too. It's not something that's covered by insurance, but it's not something you got to be, you know, worried about. You know, whether you need 6 visits or 8 visits, we'll make it affordable for you. It's you know, where there are other places who will charge $140 for, you know, 1 visit. We're going to be at least half that.
Good.
So.
Good. All right. I think you've got to
Gotta take a kid to school.
Uh-oh, yeah.
That's how I rushed in here this morning and said, I gotta take a kid to school.
Thanks to Dr. Charles Osgood for being here. Check out the website. Well, first I gotta find it here. There we go. mountainhomechiro.com. Give him a call at 425-4425. Location 640 Highway 62 East, right across from Affordable Insurance.
425-4424.
All right, give him a call today. Be pain-free. I'm pain-free. Helps me all the time. I'm pain-free.
You bet.
Love it.
Keep it that way.
Time for a quick break. Be right back.
It's that time of year again. Time to take a hard look at your Medicare health plan. If you're looking for a new plan or looking to renew your existing plan, now's the time to renew all your options. At Bacco Insurance, we'll sit down with you and show you all the new choices and options, including $0 premium plans with low copays and dental, vision, and hearing benefits. Let us help take the confusion out of selecting a plan and find one catered to your needs. Contact Bacco Insurance today, located at 351 East 9th Street, Suite B in Mountain Home.
Our roll burger was only 7 ounces, but now it's 8 with brioche bun and pickles. Comes with its own steak knife, it's really that big. Your best competition is always yourself. Chili's is back, baby, back, baby, back. Oh, baby, Chili's is back, baby, back, baby, back. We're focused on one thing, burgers, ribs, fajitas. Just that one thing, burgers, ribs, and fajitas. We're reeling in our menu because it got out of hand. We had a moment of self-actualization. Chili's is back, baby, back, baby, back. Oh, baby, Chili's is back, baby, back, baby, back.
Come on down to In the Company of Dogs, where your dog will be treated like family. We offer professional service with over 30 years experience for all your grooming and obedience needs. Away from home during the day and your dog is left home alone? No problem. We also offer doggy daycare. You can be assured that your dog will be comfortable at all times, and we never use any harsh corrections. We're located in the College Shopping Plaza in Mountain Home, next to the Dollar General, or give us a call at 870-232-1784. It's a great day in the company of dogs.
Why would I recommend Hospice of the Ozarks? Because I know the people that work there, I know their hearts, and I know that their desire is to help people with the suffering and the anxiety and the things that can come with either terminal diagnosis or a terminal condition. We want them to have a peace of heart and to have a comfort and to know that someone's there to help them through that so they can enjoy the time that they have.
With a large 7:32, and I want to thank Dr. Charles Osgood for coming in. We had kind of a scheduling chaos for these next 2 weeks. I think we got it fixed, but we have a fill-in for you today, and we're going back to September 28th. Actually, September 25th, Governor Asa Hutchinson was here, along with Bob Zadora, Brian Plumley, and Dr. Jake Long, Mountain Home Public School Superintendent. So we're going to play as much of that interview back that took place on the 25th of September. And hope you enjoy it. We'll play as much as we can over the next 30 minutes with the breaks included. So, Scooter? And we're back. It's my honor to introduce the governor of the great state of Arkansas, the Honorable Asa Hutchinson. Welcome, Governor. Good to see you.
Well, thank you, Dale. It's great to be back. Great to be in Mountain Home and with you.
And so we've got Bob Zadora, Brian Plumley, and later on Dr. Jake Long, Mountain Home Public Schools Superintendent. And we just want to kick this thing off and talk about how good things are in Arkansas.
Well, they are good, and people like the direction that we're going in the state of Arkansas. People are working. There's job opportunities. We're slowing down the growth of government, which is important. And so there's a good sense about where we're going. There's good news in terms just today we had news that Arkansas is sixth in the nation in the top 6 states in terms of personal income growth. And that's something that we measure because, you know, we want more money in individuals' pockets so they can spend their money with their downtown merchants, and that can happen through income growth. It can happen through tax cuts. And so we're excited about it. And I just love this area, of course. Mountain Home has got such a balance. We've expanded industry here. Mm-hmm. Yep. Baxter Labs is growing, not too far away with microplastics
in Marion County.
In Marion County. And great story there, by the way. But then also the balance with manufacturing, with tourism that's so important up here. Yes. And it illustrates what we've got to do in the future. I believe that we need to grow the state of Arkansas. I want us to grow in terms of economic strength, but also we need people to fill jobs if we're going to recruit industry here as well. And so that's part of the strategy for the future. But people like where we are. I'm excited about it, and it's great to be in Mountain Home.
You know, I want to bring Bob in on this conversation. Marion County has seen a B12 shot in jobs.
Oh yeah, I mean it's amazing over there.
You know, the Tyson mill coming in with the railroad.
all of that over there. I mean, the state has cooperated all the way along, and that's so important for these industries that are trying to either get started or to expand, is to have the cooperation of the state financially, sometimes just emotionally, that it's going to be okay and we're going to help you to do these.
Of course, Marion County has great boat manufacturing facilities there that are growing and expanding. But what I started to say about microplastics is that one of the first companies I recruited to Arkansas was Sig Sauer.
Yes, that's right.
Sig Sauer out of New Hampshire moved a premium ammunition manufacturing facility to Jacksonville, Arkansas, and created over 100 jobs. They've expanded and even done more than that.
Yep.
But what's really neat about it is that I was up in Melbourne, and Melbourne, not too far from here, where Microplastics has a facility, and Microplastic was saying, Governor, thanks for bringing Sig Sauer in, because we got a contract with them.
That's it. Make the cases for the ammunition.
Yeah, and so Sig Sauer
that's how it works.
Benefits a community up here in northern Arkansas. Danville, Grandeur Fasteners, added 25 jobs because they got a subcontract with Sig Sauer. And it just teaches me, if we can bring in what I call supply chain drivers. They drive the supply chain. They create the demand for manufacturing downstream, and that helps many small communities in Arkansas.
Definitely.
So how has tourism been? Have you got any reports on tourism for 2018 yet, or is it too early to see what that's going to be like?
I haven't had the latest statistics, but ever since I've been governor, the tourism revenue has increased year by year. And it's our state parks that drive people here.
Yes, sir.
It is our museums. It is our outdoor sports. Now it is our biking trails. And so the visitors continue to come here, obviously the Buffalo River being an important part of that equation. And it teaches us that we have got to make sure that we maintain that quality of life, that the pureness of our environment. We have to conserve it. We want to make sure it's there for the next generation. And with the trout fishing that is so big up here, I really look closely when I appoint those game and fish commissioners, because
we appreciate that.
They make a difference for us right here in Mountain Home. And by the way, not too far from here is the Jacob Wolf House.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And of course, the Jacob Wolf House, Baxter County acquired that. And then the state took it off the hands of Baxter County. I say that because it was a little bit of a drain, and you couldn't invest in it.
You can't wait because you can't make any money back on it from the county.
But we're so excited to have that with one of the oldest structures. West of the Mississippi?
West of the Mississippi, I believe.
Yeah, so that's the kind of thing that adds to the tourism mix here in northern Arkansas as well.
Does
Brian, have you got any comments on the tourism? What have you seen in Baxter County and Mountain Home right now?
I think it's going strong, as it is much all over the state, as it has in recent years. I think it's good.
You see it in the license plates, and you can feel it. You can feel it in the traffic, where all of a sudden you're stuck waiting twice for the light to change, because traffic, nothing where you're at, but for the people here, that's a big deal. And you can feel it when you go into the restaurants, when you go into Harps and do a little shopping or whatever. The tourism has been great. I do real estate, and we have people from all over the country looking to come
What's the
here.
farthest you've had this year? Have you seen like Vermont, New Hampshire? You've had New Mexico?
We've had people from New York. We've had people from California. I mean, you get people know Arkansas. They know the taxes, which you've done, which we appreciate. As far as the property taxes and the sales taxes, the difference between their states and here, when you tell them, somebody will call them looking for a house, and you'll say, well, how much are the taxes? And you tell them $1,000 a year, $1,000, and they'll say a month.
Yeah,
and they mean it.
Yeah.
They're not joking. They mean it.
Well, and that's where, we don't have to completely eliminate our income tax. We can't do that without raising
you got to run the government.
Taxes. And so, but if we can lower it a little bit with our lower property taxes, we can compete with other states that have a lower income tax.
But we made this comment a long time ago. If you're trying to raise $1,000, you want 10 people giving 100 or 100 giving 10. So the more people you put to work, the more people paying taxes. So you can you got more people giving a little rather than a few people giving a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, absolutely, and that's why even though we've lowered the income tax for Arkansans, 90% of Arkansans received a tax break. we still actually are producing more revenue every year from individual income taxes because more people are working.
Sure.
And that's exactly to your point. Dale, can I ask a question?
You betcha.
I want to ask a question as to whether here in Mountain Home, because you mentioned cars and traffic, do you believe that we as a state need to invest more into our road infrastructure here in Arkansas?
Let me make this suggestion, because I do a lot of traveling between Fayetteville here and Jonesboro. There's a lot of talk about a 4-lane highway, but if you travel from West Plains, Missouri to Rolla, they restriped a 2-lane highway and made it alternating passing lanes at 65 miles an hour. That saves a lot of money. Rather, because it's too costly. You know what it's like between here and Fayetteville. You've drove it many times. So why couldn't you have a 3-lane alternate passing situation rather than building an expensive 4-lane, even if there's no median?
Well, and that's a start, an interim measure until the traffic count gets up that you have to have a 4-lane. So absolutely, that's a very cost-effective means to approach it.
Because once you start, if you start some of these roads, you can't get into a 3rd lane or add enough of a shoulder to allow for passing on there.
Yeah, and just the expense of 2 westbound and 2 eastbound, the expense, I don't see because of the terrain, especially between here and Fayetteville or here the Oklahoma line. You go east, once you get to Portia, of course, it flattens out. You get around Portia and Prairie. When I go to St. Louis, and you've been on that Highway 63, alternating passing lanes.
Yeah.
Well, and it works.
Well, I was just going to say, if we're talking in terms of the 412 project, a lot of the 4 lanes are done in the name of safety. There's far more or less accidents with those 4-lane highways.
Well, it's really exciting to see that 412 continue to develop across the northern portion of the state. If we can ever link Jonesboro and northwest Arkansas cross through here in Mountain Home and have a traffic flow there, it's going to really unite and strengthen our state. And I raised the question because obviously there's been a couple different studies that indicate we have to have a long-term highway plan that has more funding. Mississippi just passed a highway plan. They use sports revenue and I think sales tax on the internet to put toward their highway program. We're going to be looking at that in 2019 in the General Assembly, so it's going to be a hot topic we're going to be talking about. And my view is that, one, we do need to have more funding for our highways long term.
Without a doubt.
And I believe that you need to be able to refer a highway plan to the people of Arkansas to be on the ballot.
Raise the speed limit.
So they can say yes or no. And I hear raise the speed limit over here.
Didn't Deanne Vault get that kind of through last year? We're still driving 55 over here. Bump it up 5 to 10 for us, would you?
Yeah, on these 2-lane roads.
Yeah, they were complaining about the roads, and you want to go faster.
At least 60. At least 60.
Of course,
Siegel saved me money, Governor. I won't have to pay Arkansas State Police every time they pull me over for going 5 over.
Yeah, 5 over. That's right.
Let's talk a little bit about Agri. You're very successful with. You went to Cuba, and Doug was telling some other things, some great things going on in northeast Arkansas with the agriculture program. What's going on with Agri right now?
Well, a lot is. First of all, we're some of the best producers in the world right here in Arkansas, from our rice to our soybeans, and the diversification. Now cotton is in the mix to a greater extent.
Yeah.
And so we're trying to build the further processing of our agricultural products. We're the perfect location to do it. We grow our rice, but let's just don't ship it overseas. If we can have further processing and package it here.
Send them a product instead of just the raw.
Exactly. And so we want to be able to develop that. We're trying to develop, actually in a technology arena, greater emphasis on food security and being able to trace food back to the source.
There you go.
And that's a new branch it's called blockchain technology. Yeah. Blockchain. And so we're really on the forefront of many of those initiatives. If you look at, you mentioned going to Cuba, we're trying to open up markets, and that's really the role of the governor, that we're great producers, and so we need to have the market in Cuba. We need to have the market in Mexico, particularly in Canada, and so that's why the North American trade is so important, that we get these tariffs knocked out. I saw the Vice President the other day, And I said, it's time for President Trump to declare victory.
Yeah.
You know, he's won. He's made incredible progress here. But we would like to see an end to the trade skirmishes, because that hurts us in agriculture and is very worrisome. Our soybeans are the lowest price in 10 years. And I think it's because of the uncertainty. So the vice president actually says, you know, I think I'm going to tell the president what you just said. So he has made some good strides, but we have great opportunity to export, and we've got to open up those markets. And I'm anxious for the day that we can say the tariff discussion is behind us and those markets are open to us.
Time for a quick break. Visiting with the governor of the state of Arkansas, the Honorable Asa Hutchinson. Back in just a minute. With a large showroom of over 13,000 square feet, the Furniture Depot is your local choice for quality name brand furniture at prices anyone can afford. They carry a great selection of catnapper recliners, power recliners with lumbar support, and lift chairs. Check out Furniture Depot's variety of living room and dining room sets in various styles and designs. And don't forget about their mattress gallery featuring Serta, Symbol mattresses, and adjustable beds. Family owned and operated, that's Furniture Depot, located in the Ozark Shopping Center in Mountain Home. Nemus Pizza in Gassville, Arkansas is your home for national and international award-winning pizza. Nemus Pizza offers artisan-made award-winning pizza with only the freshest and finest of ingredients. Each pizza is made from scratch and hand-tossed at the time you place your order. And also check out their calzone strombolis, an oven-baked folded pizza stuffed with your choice of meat. Sauce can be on the side or included inside at your request. Nemus Pizza in Gassville, Arkansas, your home for award-winning pizza.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detailed services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
We are back. We're visiting with the governor of the state of Arkansas, the Honorable Asa Hutchinson, along with Bob Zadora. Dr. Jake Long is joining us now, superintendent of schools, Mountain Public Schools, and of course Brian Plumley, who is the Baxter County Republican chair. And Governor, you've been very successful on this coding program that I know nothing about, but I'm taking the challenge. I'm gonna learn. I'm 60 years old, and I'm gonna learn it. I want to learn it.
Well, I'd be happy to present the Hour of Code certificate to you when you do your first hour. I have mine, by the way.
Do you?
But you know, it's really, I like to see Arkansas get national recognition for success, and we are nationally recognized as leading in computer science education. I just saw someone from code.org that they're doing a new publication that's featuring Arkansas and what we're doing. Great. And they actually studied it, and it showed that the change in policy made such a difference in the number of students taking it. You make it available, they do take it. So I'm just very, very proud of our superintendents and our principals that embrace this, and our teachers that are getting retrained. But very successful effort, and it'll help us to bring technology companies in here. It'll help us to train people in cybersecurity, that the jobs are out there for it. So love to hear from Jake on it. What's your experience?
Pull that microphone down just a little bit there, Dr. Long. There you go. You bet.
So it's definitely, the initiative has had a tremendous impact on Mountain Home Public Schools. In fact, you came up, I think it was last year or the year before, and did one of your coding tours and talked to our kids. But we've seen a level of engagement and enrollment in the coding that really all of our we had to add a teacher this past year. And so we've added a teacher just for computer science. Before that, we had taken more of a hardware, software type tech person, and had trained them in the, I think it was actually your original class of the essentials. Is that the essential elements?
Essentials of computer science, I think.
Yeah. So now we're up over 200 kids, enrolled right now in computer coding, and really even pushing it deeper into the education. One of the things that had even come up is you're offering up some grants for this next school year for schools to apply for in areas of computer coding and computer science. And so we've been talking, and I've got a meeting on Thursday of how we're going to offer up a summer camp for computer science, K-12 summer camp for our kids. It's good for parents, it's good for the students, it's good for coding, it's good for the industry, and so we're really appreciative of that. We also received we received an award for computer science and coding for $7,000 for the highest growth per student. And so it's definitely had an impact. When I talked to our high school principal, he says we can't offer enough computer science courses, and our kids are connecting with it.
So do you see the demand from the students and their interest continuing?
Absolutely, I do. And I think the demand will be as great as what we can provide in those courses. So we've even talked about how do we take some of the CTE courses and incorporate the coding into them while still teaching those basic elements of Excel and PowerPoint and that type of thing. So
now, Governor, you mentioned the RISE program. What is that? I'm not familiar.
Well, that's another program. Whenever you look at our schools, of course, the STEM education with the coding puts us on the forefront and is so critical to our students. But I also recognize the need of increased emphasis on reading. And my goal was to have students in the 3rd grade reading at grade level, because if you're not reading at grade level in the 3rd grade, then all your learning is going to fall behind, because it all hinges upon that ability. And so we created the RISE initiative, which is Reading Initiative for Student Excellence, and it emphasizes the science of reading, which is phonics, teaching them to read the right way, and then building a culture of reading in the school community and in the community at large, so that they want to read and they see other people reading. And then a key part of it is, if someone falls behind in their reading skills, have an individualized plan for they can catch up. And so those are some basic elements of the RISE initiative, but I think you have it, Dr. Long, here.
Yeah, absolutely. And the State Department has been excellent in the rolling out of the RISE initiative. And Commissioner Key and a couple of and Dr. Pfeffer and some of them, they came up last spring, and we showed them what we were doing in the areas of the science of reading. And all of our kindergarten teachers, the majority of our 1st grade teachers, and then about half of our 2nd grade teachers have all been trained in the RISE initiative. And several of our 4th through 6th grade teachers have been trained with it too. But what I think the best output of the RISE initiative has been is a cohesive focus, and instead an alignment across the entire state for reading that I don't know that I've ever been a part of. And so that's what I really appreciate about the RISE, is the cohesiveness and everybody being on the same page, doing the same thing, and with the same standards and expectations.
So now, Dr. Long, that would be an advantage to people that move around.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
So if you move from Texarkana to West Memphis, are they going to have the same opportunities?
Yes, they will. In conjunction with the RISE initiative, we've talked about our dyslexia. We've talked on your show, Dale, about the connections and how it really dives into those 5 elements of reading, and focuses a lot on even the phonemic awareness portions of it. So all that has come from the RISE initiative as well.
That's excellent.
And we want our students to read and enjoy. I've had the privilege, as you know, of traveling to many different foreign countries, both as Homeland Security and DEA, and now as governor. But you know where I first visited those countries was in a book. Whenever I was going to grade school and exploring the world through a book. And while we have video games, that the importance of reading and learning through reading is so critical. So I'm inspired by it. It's a lifelong habit of mine, and I want the students to have that same emphasis. And I'm just thrilled, Dr. Long, of what you all are doing here in Mountain Home. We are certainly setting a good pattern for our state.
We appreciate that, and we're fortunate to live in an area where the education is a priority, and it's not just Mountain Home Public Schools. We have great schools in our entire region up here, and fortunate to be a part of it.
Do we need to take a break right there, Scooter? Okay. More with the governor and everybody else right after this. Stick around.
If you want the best breakfast or lunch in the Twin Lakes area, then you've got to come to the Old Time Restaurant. Voted the best breakfast and lunch for 2011, the Old Time Restaurant not only gives you the Southern hospitality right when you walk in the door, they also offer scrumptious breakfast options to curb that early morning appetite. Or stop in later in the day for a tasty sandwich, salad, or a daily special. If a sweet tooth is your guilty pleasure, you can't go wrong with the Pie Lady cooking out over 30 different types of pies. That's the Old Time Restaurant located on the square in Mountain Home.
So there I was, naked as a jaybird in the shower with soap in my hair and eyes, when I lost water pressure down to a dribble. I immediately grabbed my towel and dialed up Jake at JM Sales and Pump Service. Jake came right over and fixed my water pressure. Now I can take my showers with confidence. Just call Jake.
For all your sales and pump needs, just call Jake at JM Sales and Pump Service, 870-431-5445. He offers high-quality stay-right products.
With a large showroom of over 13,000 square feet, the Furniture Depot is your local choice for quality name brand furniture at prices anyone can afford. They carry a great selection of catnapper recliners, power recliners with lumbar support and lift chairs. Check out Furniture Depot's variety of living room and dining room sets in various styles and designs. And don't forget about their mattress gallery featuring Serta, Symbol mattresses, and adjustable beds. Family owned and operated, that's Furniture Depot, located in the Ozark Shopping Center in Mountain Home.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
Have you
7:57, we're back live this morning, and we wanted to play a little bit of that clip with Governor Asa Hutchinson. The coding in the schools is a big issue, and I think been very successful. And I'm going to take that challenge. I'm going to try to learn that coding. It sounds interesting.
There you go.
Yeah. Hey, you went to the football game at Huntsville. Bombers, what was it, 7th and 8th?
Yeah, it'd be 7th and 8th grade, and they both won. Woo, it was a cold game.
No.
It was cool to see because that's the last game for both 7th and 8th, and it was good to see them end on a high note. And I know 8th grade was a little different dynamic because 9th grade had some injuries, and they were playing down in Little Rock.
Mm-hmm.
So they took some of the starting 8th grade and moved them over. So we kind of had a shift of people, and then we, of course, 8th grade, we had a couple injuries, so that means it was a little different dynamic, and it was cool for them to go out there and change it up and still pull it off and kind of end on a high note.
Yeah.
And long drive, but well worth going for.
Well, real quick, we got a little bit, just under 2 minutes. I want to talk about XL7 TV, K26 in Harrison, your low-power TV stations for North Central Arkansas, and we're striving to bring more and more local programming. The governor, in fact, I got a call yesterday, Senator John Bozeman from Washington, D.C. is going to be in town sometime next week, and they called and wanted to know if he could do an interview here. So whether we do it live or a pre-recorded interview, that'll be coming up sometime soon, hopefully before Election Day, and let folks know about that. So we've had the governor, the Chief Justice of the Supreme Court, the auditor of the state of Arkansas, the treasurer's been here. We've had senators and representatives from the state of Arkansas. And so we're working to bring you everything possible. So, you know, your advertising dollars work here too. And 'tis the season.
'Tis the season. Christmas around the corner.
When you spend your money here, it stays right here. Whether if you're advertising
community and keeps it local.
Keeps it local right here. So support K26 in Harrison and XL7 TV right here in Mountain Home. Appreciate the Reynolds family for what they've done in the broadcasting area here. We're on from Branson to Harrison, Harrison over to Salem, Salem to Mountain View, up to West Plains, Missouri, and so
large coverage area.
So anyway, that wraps it up. We're going to be back tomorrow. Have a great day, everybody.